Hello friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video lecture we have discussed the questions regarding CTET 2020 paper 2 science, which was held in Jan 2021. So in this video lecture we are going to discuss remaining questions which are related to science subjects. So without wasting time, let's get started. So the first question is, from the following identify the statement that is true about science. निम्नलिखित कथन से पहचानिए जो कि विज्ञान के बारे में सत्य है. Scientists rely heavily on imagination to carry out their work. All scientific ideas are discovered and tested by controlled experiments. When a theory has been supported by a great deal of scientific evidence, it becomes law. And fourth option is, in time, science will be able to solve most of society's problems. So the correct answer of this question is, one, that is scientists rely heavily on imagination to carry out their work. Now the second question is, issue was given an individual task of collecting weather reports for a week. Identify where issue went wrong from the assessment indicators given below. issue को एक सप्ताह के लिए मौसम की रिपोर्ट एकत्र करने का एक व्यक्तिगत कार्य दिया गया था. नीचे दिए गए आकलन संकेतकों से पहचाने कि issue कहाँ गलत हो गई. Okay, so from these statement you have to identify where issue become get wrong in the assessment indicators. So the first option is C tabulates data from a website every day. Second one is C arrives at conclusion that rain may or may not take place in the coming week. Third one is C concludes that this decreased humidity increases the likelihood of rainfall. And fourth one is C understand that range of maximum and minimum temperature varies every day. So the correct option of this question is, that is third one, that is C concludes that decreased humidity increases the likelihood of rainfall. So at this statement issue get wrong in its assessment indicator. Now the next question is, which of the following is a useful strategy to understand conceptual gaps in learners. मतलब इनमें से आप कौन सा ऐसी स्ट्रेटेजी फाइंड आउट करेंगे जो आपको ये बता सके कि पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट में कॉन्सेप्चुअल गैप्स है. ओके, the first option is organizing quiz session, second is observing practical skill, third one is using concept maps, and fourth one is giving homework regularly. So the correct answer of this question is that is third one, using concept maps. Now the 84th question is, to encourage more girls to take up sciences you may adopt all of the following strategies except. So please अच्छे से ध्यान से पढ़े इस क्वेश्चन को. इसमें क्या पूछा गया है कि to encourage more girls to take up sciences you may adopt all of the following strategies except, यानी इनमें से कौन सा स्ट्रेटेजी आप एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है. So the first option is use gender sensitive language and encourage your students to do so. Be mindful that girls always dominate discussion in science classroom. Third one is invite women scientists to visit your classroom. And fourth one is engage students in examining myths and stereotypes about science. Okay, so the first option is correct, that is use gender sensitive language. आप gender sensitive language use कर सकते हैं ताकि इंक्लूड और स्टूडेंट्स को भी इंकरेज कर सकते हैं इसमें. थर्ड ऑप्शन इज कि इनवाइट वीमेन साइंटिस्ट टू विजिट योर क्लासरूम. डेफिनेटली इट विल इंकरेज गर्ल्स, क्योंकि वीमेन साइंटिस्ट को देख के दे विल बी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड दैट दे कैन आल्सो एंटर इनटू scientific field. Fourth one is engage students in examining myths and stereotypes about science. Definitely it will help. But the second option, that is be mindful that girl always dominate discussion in science classroom, is totally wrong. So this strategy you will not follow to encourage more girls to take up sciences subject. Okay. Now the next question is, science teachers need to ask more divergent questions because it stimulates and develop critical thinking. It directs students to correct answer. It helps develop thinking strategies. It helps in assessing creative behavior in a learner. और इन सब ऑप्शंस में जो करेक्ट है उसके कॉम्बिनेशन दिए गए हैं. डेट इज ऑप्शन ए इज ए बी सी, सेकेंड इज ऑप्शन ए सी डी, ऑप्शन थर्ड इज ओनली बी, और ऑप्शन फोर्थ इज ओनली ए. So the correct answer of this question is this one, A, C and D. That is, it stimulates and develop critical thinking. अगर आप क्वेश्चन divergent question ask करते हैं साइंस की क्लासरूम में, so what you are trying to do, that is you are trying to develop critical thinking in particular students. And C1 is it helps develop thinking strategies, right? And it helps in assessing creative behavior in a learner. So these are the aim of asking divergent questions in classroom. Now the next question is, using determination demonstrations in classroom predominantly involves learners in. First one is visual and auditory learning. visual learning only, visual, auditory and kinesthetic learning, and fourth one is auditory and kinesthetic learning. So in during B.Ed we must have studied about VAK modality, that is visual, auditory and kinesthetic model of learning. So डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन मेथड जो है वो प्रिडोमिनेटली किस लर्नर के लिए होता है, ये क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है. सो द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज विजुअल एंड ऑडिटरी लर्निंग. ओके, सो विजुअल और ऑडिटरी लर्निंग के लिए ज्यादातर लर्नर्स के लिए लर्निंग में वी यूज डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन मेथड. Now, so फिर इस क्वेश्चन के लिए you have to do, you have to go through the VAK model of learning and you have to also go through the examples of different types of models of learning कि कौन से ऐसे मेथड है जो पर्टिकुलर लर्नर्स के लिए, विजुअल लर्नर्स के लिए, ऑडिटरी लर्नर्स के लिए या काइनेस्थेटिक लर्नर्स के लिए यूज किए जाते हैं. ओके, now the next question is give the sequence of planning for your science classroom using inquiry approach in teaching concept of density. Option A is allow students to determine relationship between objects that float and sink. Option B is allow students to play with water in a tub with different objects. Option C is ask students to design a small boat that can carry 1 kg of weight. So inquiry training model आपको पता है, inquiry approach जो होता है उसमें आप कौन से ऐसे stages, कौन सा ऐसा steps follow करेंगे, ये इस question में पूछा गया है to teach the concept of density. So the correct answer of this question is that is fourth one. So the first step will come is that is B, allow students to play with water in a tub with different objects. Okay, so उससे क्या होगा, उनके माइंड में ये क्लियर होगा कि कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट सिंक होते हैं, कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट सिंक नहीं होते हैं. देन A, that is allow students to determine relationship between objects that float and sink. उनके बीच में रिलेशन की कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट अगर सिंक हो रहे हैं तो क्यों हो रहे हैं, और कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट अगर सिंक नहीं हो रहे, फ्लोट हो रहे हैं तो क्यों हो रहे हैं. ओके, एंड देन द C is ask students to design a small boat that can carry 1 kg of weight, and by this you can teach density with inquiry approach. Okay, so these are the steps. Now the next question is why is a plant which does not have chlorophyll, what could why be? First one is cascata, second one is algae, third one is pitcher plant and fourth one is maple tree. इनमें से किस प्लांट के पास क्लोरोफिल नहीं है और वो प्लांट कौन सा है. ठीक है, कस्केटा को हम हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, अमरबेल बोलते हैं. सो द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज cascata tree. Algae contains chlorophyll, they are they produce their own food. Pitcher plant also contains chlorophyll, maple tree also contain chlorophyll, cascata does not contains chlorophyll. Okay, now 89th question is which of the following statement is correct? Large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. Absorption of digested food takes place in large intestine. Assimilation of food takes place in large intestine. Fourth one is large intestine has finger-like projection called villi. So, which of the following statement is correct? Okay. So, in this question आपको पूछा जा रहा है कि कौन सा ऑप्शन जो है वो करेक्ट है. So, the correct answer of this question is large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. For this you have to go through the digestive system, basics of digestive system you have to go through, and then you can answer this question. That is large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. Okay, length में small intestine से छोटा होता है, but large intestine जो है वो ये wider होता है small intestine से. So the correct answer of 89th question is option 1. Now coming to the last question of CTET 2021 paper of science. The question is which of the following statement is not true regarding life cycle of silkworm and production of silk fibers? The larvae of silk moths are called as caterpillars. The pupa develops into caterpillar. Silk fibers are proteins secreted by caterpillars. The silk yarn is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. So इसमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन जो है लाइफ साइकिल सिल्कवर्म के लाइफ साइकिल से करेक्ट नहीं है और सिल्क फाइबर के प्रोडक्शन से करेक्ट नहीं है, ये आपको बताना है. So the first option is the larvae of silk moths are called as caterpillars. Yes, it is right. Now the second option is silk fibers are proteins secreted by caterpillars. Definitely it is correct. Silk yarn is obtained from cocoon of the silk moth. Correct. Pupa develops into caterpillar. This one is wrong, because if you will go through the life cycle of silkworm, you will find that is egg, then larva, it is called as caterpillar, and then pupa, and then adult is formed, not not pupa develops into caterpillar. First caterpillar comes and then pupa comes. So these are the questions in science that are there in CTET Jan 2020 paper, which was held in 2021. So these are the question, maybe ऐसे type के question next exam में आ सकते हैं. So for this, what we have to do, you have to go through the basics of science, whatever we have read and studied in our earlier classes. We have to go through that, and after going through that, we can easily understand clear our basics and understand the basic topics of science, and we can easily qualify the exam. The most important thing is you have to go through these questions, like where it is written except, where it is written not true. Like these questions are very much confusing, because when we go on solving questions, we do not read the question carefully. So you have to go through the question carefully, and then you have to answer. So in the next video lecture, we may discuss with another paper. So we have completed with the Jan 2021 paper, science and EVS one, and you can go through the EVS syllabus and science syllabus, which I have discussed in earlier video lecture, and you can easily prepare for the exams and qualify the CTET exam. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also share with other friends also who are preparing for other exams, because these questions are basics, related to basics. These questions may come in other exams also, and they can easily qualify those exams. So thank you so much for watching this video. We will meet very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.